Welcome, guys, to another week of Adventure Beginners. I'm Kevin, joined by the rest of the cast here for our D&D show. We're going to give a wave or get on camera if you're off camera. Anyways, so we're doing a little bit of a shorter session today because we had to take care of some stuff beforehand. So we're going to get pretty close to the action. I really want to go... So this weekend, I ran a small little Dungeon World campaign for some other friends.
Nice. How'd that go?
It went pretty well. It was kind of
They all died?
It was kind of new for them. No one died actually yet. We left off with someone maybe dying, which brings me to the introduction. Okay, it's really fast. What is like the silliest or stupidest thing someone has done in the campaign with you guys before?
Walking into a portal hand in hand and dying on the spot.
Was that a portal to hell?
It was in the Mines of Madness in our 5e campaign, and there was like demons essentially coming out of the portal, and our fighter and druid decided, hey, let's hold hands and walk through it, and then they died. And we were all just like,
well,
I guess that's the end of that, since there's just two of us left, so I had to retire that character.
Aw.
Yeah.
Stupidest thing I've seen ever done, and I haven't been in many campaigns, would have to be Orin running after the damn blood axe, high cross bow. Because in hindsight,
Didn't work out so well.
Yep.
In all seriousness, I'm trying to toss up between suicide by Wyvern or suicide by Frostworm. It's a bit hard. Because in both cases, I charged my bow with a spell, shot it at the beast, and then it's come to kill me, one way or the other.
So both of them were your death. Okay, shocker.
But is that more or less like it happened because you're just fighting it, or is that like something stupid like your character actually did? Okay.
Fighting it. Like, Wyvern was literally coming to bomb dive us. We all held our attacks ready to second it was in range to weather volley. I did the final hit and pretty much took it out, and then because it was flying, and apparently it was flying in my direction because he rolled it, I went squish, and then had to get literally run back down.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
The other one was fighting a frostworm where I shot it, killed it, and those things explode on death. I was left with 1 hit point. My ally wasn't so lucky, and because of his ties to other planes and stuff, sort of basically made a void black hole, and I got sucked into it and immediately died.
Ouch.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, well that'll do it. That'll do it.
Like I say, it's a toss up between either one because technically it was suicide by proxy.
As far as me, everything that Durian's done.
Aw.
Pretty much the entire character. No, Durian's been great fun. I really haven't had too many stupid moments. Like, a lot of the players that I'm with have been pretty serious, and a lot of the campaigns didn't last very long, so we didn't get to
not a
flesh
lot
out
of chance for stupidity.
Yeah, not,
Yeah.
I haven't had anything I think that's gone past 10 weeks, other than this, so.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, people are flaky online.
This is my story. So I was DMing this campaign, and so the party ended up in like in an abandoned old like wizard's tower, and one of the party was inspecting the desk and found a flask of powder, and he decided to like inhale all of the powder into his nose.
Snorted wizard's powder.
He snorted mysterious wizard powder.
Legit.
Nice.
So
That's not fair. Oh, I have
he
another
might die
story.
next session. We don't know. So it was actually.
Okay.
It was the powder is what do they call it? Like powder of dryness or something?
Dust of dryness?
Dust of dryness.
Oh, he's dead.
So
Yeah, he's dead.
So
It'll just
it's
suck all the water
Dungeon
out of
World.
his
So he rolled Defy Danger and rolled a 3. So his character is pretty much dead. We have to do the whole last move scenario where he goes and tries to deal with death to see if he can get a deal to come back or not.
All right. Also, I have another
That's
one
that.
real. This literally just happened in the campaign that I'm in yesterday. at the very end we found a spell book, and the book itself was made of human flesh, and the spells were written in the spell book with human blood. So our barbarian's like, oh, we have a wizard in the group. Let me just give it to the wizard. And instead of just like keeping it on his person and maybe getting it looked at or something, he opens it and reads it and immediately gets his HP halved permanently. So he went from having like 23 HP to like almost nothing. I don't remember what his HP actually was, but yeah, like, and we were just like, why would you do that? It's made out of human skin and written in blood. Why would you think it's a good idea to read that? So
It's a comic book, a medieval comic.
I've actually got another one.
He's curious, man. He's curious about that
one. We
black
might
magic.
remind me.
Yeah, we'll
Like,
talk about it. Let's,
It wasn't me who did it, but we had a fighter in our group, in a different group, and we found this ring that had like a spider symbol on it, which is immediately pretty bad.
yeah, probably.
And had, I think it was transmutation aura, which is even worse. And we were deciding whether or not, because like they tried to do all their wizard stuff and they couldn't figure out what it did. Went to the Wizards Guild, still couldn't figure out anything. And then they were talking about doing stuff with it. And one of the guys, I think it was wizard at the time, made a joke about you should just put it on. So the fighter just went and basically died.
Oh.
It was,
I
it
was
was
gonna
like a
say
drow.
he turned into a drider or something ridiculous.
Oh no, it gets worse because when he died, he cocooned and then transformed into a creature.
Oh, okay,
And then
there you go.
He then put the ring on again, turned into a yeti, and then he basically it just keeps happening. At this point, his body's already unstable, so he tries to risk it one more time, and turns into like a 16-foot bloody
Idiot.
stone giant. About a 16-foot stone giant, and basically made to retire.
Oh boy.
Because the challenge running our party would have just gotten us all killed if he kept his character.
Yeah, that's not very smart. Alright, well, there are a lot of stupid people out there.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's
Okay.
why you don't touch magical items unless they're identified.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you ready for D&D then?
I'm ready.
let's do
I'm
it.
ready to
think so.
hunt some chimera.
Yeah, I'm pumped for this.
Yeah,
I'm
I
ready.
am excited. So, the story so far, where we last left off, our intrepid adventurers were heading towards a series of bluffs and foothills south of the nation of Cien. They were pursuing a chimera, which, unfortunately, a few days later, ended Amareth's life rather prematurely.
That's for sure.
Yep, they went to, I believe, the village of Sagmi and met Mizudi's mentor, and from there they, I believe, talked to the local wizard who
Lady Melodia.
Lady Melodia,
Who cast
and
a
she
spell.
she was successfully able to cast a scrying spell and was able to view the creature and, if not pinpointed exactly, give a few context clues which should help in finding it. The party then made their way to the foothills where they were ambushed, or excuse me, came upon, I should say, some strange creatures that were eating a pair of sailors. After killing the creatures, they found on the sailor's body a map and followed it to a group of elves, I believe, just north of the foothills.
Soldiers of Cien, wearing Cien colors.
Yeah, well, they weren't initially, but they did pull out and put on tabards when you guys started getting a little impolite with them, we'll say.
Impolite. They were talking about assassinating some.
They were, but they were speaking a language they didn't think you could understand.
Oh, they didn't say
That's
assassinate.
I like how
they said they have
they
assassins.
Yeah. So like, I like how I rolled a diplomacy roll so poorly that they got uppity about me accosting them that they were trying to assassinate someone. They're like, "Well, fine, we're leaving. Screw you." That's how poorly I roll for that.
Yep, this is true. This is true. So well, to be fair, they didn't leave. You kicked them out of their campsite after threatening them 4v3 on horseback.
Seems legit.
To be fair.
King of the Hill rules, man.
Yep. So the party then camped at that campsite. We talked a few things over, and I believe we were just about to sleep for the night, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Josh said he wanted to do something.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
we ended the night with the party taking watches. And I have the watch order here as Durian. Boy, who would this be now? Durian. Caben was last. Durian,
Probably.
Nina. I was trying to think of what the letters represented. Jesus. Durian, Nina. I guess this would be Fawn, and then Caben. Should we just keep that?
Yeah, that's fine. I was just gonna ask if Amrith wanted to go last to get her spell.
Stop.
You dick.
Well,
Do you want to go last to get your druid spells? Oh wait, not a druid.
Not a druid. No.
White rabbit.
but she does actually. You can't pay her out. She's got enough wisdom to actually get ranger spells.
That's true. Caben does not.
Nope. Caven is.
Caven's a dumbass.
Yeah, Caven.
No, I love Caven.
Yeah, Caven's great.
I think came out saying dumbass. I meant to say adult, but dumbass just kind of tumbled out my lips. So, Kevin, I'm sorry.
Adult, dumbass.
Yeah, whatever.
It's basically the same thing.
Cool. So Durian takes first watch, and everyone heads to sleep. And I should do some rolls. See if. Oh, one off. Darn. Okay. Nothing happens during Durian's watch. Nina, you take your watch. And I believe that you stopped me because you wanted to do something.
Indeed.
Who do you want to kill?
So, I don't want to kill anyone. So, half an hour into the watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to kill anyone. I have to kill somebody.
We know the direction the three elfie guys went, right? They went.
Oh, vaguely, yeah.
I actually want to get my horse and follow them.
Oh no.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
So you
Orin,
Is that you, Orin, riding off into the night by yourself?
All right. So I guess I should actually switch the screen you guys are on.
Do you wake anybody up?
No, I'm going by myself.
Yeah. So I've looked. Oh jeez. I have rolled, and Nina, luckily for you, you see that both Caben and Faunolin are deep in trance, and they are essentially asleep.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot.
So, yeah, like, I get my horse, I sort of look at the medal that I've still got on my person,
Okay.
and then I put it away, I mount up, and I attempt to follow the three elves.
Your
All
Draconis
right.
thingy metal?
That would be your one.
Oh,
one.
mine. Ah. Sad.
Okay, so Nina, you grab your horse. I assume. Okay, cool. Yeah, you mount up and go.
Well, actually, I'm trying to think, do I have anything on my person that could, like, arrange for something to fall down on, like, Caven's head in, like, a half an hour?
Wait,
If
what?
I set it up right. A way to wake someone up after I've left, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say you can try and rig something up with a rope, but might be
Yeah.
kind of difficult to time trigger it. Oh,
It doesn't have to be
what would you
halfway.
do? What would you do? Tell me what you would do.
Yeah, roleplay this out.
Okay, so actually this might be actually not so hard. I'll get some rope, I'll
Mhm.
tie, like, a small rock or stick or something to it.
Okay, you can manage that.
I'll pour a little oil around, like, around the rope, like, because I got oil. I'll just dip
Yeah,
my
you
finger.
do have oil. Cool.
Do like a little thing. Get a small stick. Sort of light the oil so that the oil will slowly burn the rope, and drop the stick on Caven's head.
Stick that's on fire?
No, the
Yeah,
rope.
the rock, I know.
Wakes up because he's been on fire.
And,
Caven, you wake up on
I
fire.
wake up in flames.
and I only put a small amount of oil so it will take time for the rope to actually
Alright.
burn.
So yeah,
then leave.
you light it up and... Alright.
Josh, you were never a pyromaniac, were you? You never played with fire.
Yeah,
No.
you light it up and start scampering away then, I assume.
Yep, on horse. Whoosh.
Okay. Alright, so
Yeah,
you're
that's how
setting
Caven
something
died.
up above Caven's head. So I want you to give me a stealth check and Caven give me a perception check at -10. We'll do this just in case you wake him up this way.
Yeah,
Caven's
fair
a pretty
enough.
heavy sleeper.
Still.
Oh god, the
Yeah, if you
perfect
only need
story.
4 hours a night, you think you'd cherish that.
Yeah.
Eh. 9.
Oh shit.
Look how perfect that
That's
pour is.
really stealthy of you.
Minus
not
10, you
super.
said?
-10, yep.
So,
Caven,
The one time I get a good perception.
Caven, you kind of roll over and you hear some shuffling and you look up and you see Nina like tying a rope to a tree branch above you.
So I actually wake up and see this.
Yep.
Okay.
shit.
Nina, what are you doing?
Shh. you, you see me, just like look a little bit, sigh. I go like this and say, since you're awake, I guess doesn't matter now. I crouch down basically, so I'm like eye level, and like, I'm going to try and follow the 3 elf guys from before.
I thought you were gonna say
How
I tried
long
to
does this
snap his
happen
neck.
after I've gone to bed?
He said
I
a
said- I
half
said
hour,
wait.
so
I said that I waited a half an hour just to make sure
You're-
that everyone else is awake.
You're gonna what? Follow what? The 3 guys that left?
No.
Why?
Because if they are serious about wanting to help someone, then I want to go help them. And if they're planning to hurt someone, then I'll personally stop them. That's my decision alone.
How will you know
This sounds like an
what they're
attempt at
gonna
a
do?
CW series spin-off, like a spin-off TV series,
Oh.
like where suddenly we're doing 2 different things. But anyway, go on.
I will help them and make my own decisions when the time comes. So if it looks like they are helping someone, I'll help them. If they look like they're gonna hurt someone, or they are hurting someone when I see them, I'll, stop them.
Nina, this is not a good idea for any of us to go alone, especially you.
I know, but it's. And I sort of like look at the medal again. It's like it's something you might not understand, but for once, I want to help someone instead of being the one that's been helped.
Well, you helped a whole kingdom a couple days ago. I mean,
By proxy, we were literally just wanting to hunt a dragon.
Nina, we first of all, this is a stupid idea because one, it's dangerous for you to go off in the middle of the night here alone. Second of all, once you find them, they outnumber you. Who knows how many more people they have? Third of all, you're not going to be able to tell if they're being good or bad until the time comes. And fourth of all, we're going to need your help with this chimera that we all set out to and said we would slay in Memory Bamareth.
Uh-huh. I know.
So
But-
if you're gonna get on that horse and take off before you do, I'm gonna wake the rest of the party up, just to let you know. If you go to sleep right now, I won't talk about this anymore. But don't leave the party.
It's just
Especially-
like
if
sort of
you want to leave the
out of
party
that.
in a town, if you want to go separate ways, I know you have your whole your whole history and past to figure out, but don't leave
It's
us
not-
in the middle of the forest at night.
It's not that I want to leave you guys. I was figuring if they were helping someone, I'd meet back up at what's I don't know. I don't have the map, so I can't actually say it. But the town that lady is in,
Oh, Sagni.
the one that we were in before, Sagni. Yeah,
Sagni.
I plan to just wait at Sagni for your return.
I mean that's what we're gonna try to go, but we could die without you. You could be the one that saves
Technically, you
us.
could die with me.
That's also a possibility, I guess.
It's just if they really mean to help someone, I mean, shouldn't we help them?
But we don't know, and
Well, if they mean to harm someone, we can stop them either way.
we don't know. There's lots of stuff that goes down in this world that we don't know and can't get a handle on. The best. Look, if you're in a group of people in a party, you stick with the party and you guys do things together. If we voted not to do this, and I'm inclined to not do it. I mean, you
I just sit
saw
down
me
the
talk to
extra table.
Durian. You saw me bring some stuff up. I don't know if I'm kind of in the same boat as you, but this is it's not smart at this point. It's not smart.
Okay. I just sit next to the cabin at this point. Can we at least not have Durian be a negotiator next time when potential helping someone can sort of be an issue?
Cabin laughs and says, "Durian maybe isn't the most noble at heart, but he can he's the best talker among us, I think."
It's not
Thanks.
that. I think
I wake up, I'm like, thanks for that night nod.
I throw a rock
Nice.
at him. I throw a rock at him and knock him back a swing. No, just kidding. Just say I know he can be a good talker, but I think recent.
He has a good head on his shoulders, and for the most part, he likes to stay out of trouble. But
It's just I think recent events have sort of affected his judgment.
I think recent events have affected all of our judgment. We've had a rough week.
Cool. So, Nina, do you attempt to leave at all, or do you stay?
Sort of cut now, so I guess I stay. Damn it! I
Alright.
really wanted
He
to
just
go.
runs away as fast as
I
possible.
know. All right.
I mean, I could knock Caven out, but I think that goes against my basic morals.
You tell me what your morals are.
So if our conversation dies down, Caven's gonna turn back and go to sleep, but not actually sleep.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean, you
save
won't-
the entire time sitting next to you anyway.
Until oh, my watch is next, I guess.
Faunolin, actually.
Oh, okay. I would like stay kind of awake until Farnelin wakes up to take her watch.
Yeah, I mean, you only need 4 hours of sleep anyway, so you can easily do that and still get full rest.
Perfect.
All right. Unless anything else happens.
Actually, the funny thing is, I actually changed the watch order by waking Caven up. Oh,
Chooses to go back to sleep, then you don't change anything.
Yeah. Anyway, so cool. You guys continue watches, and everyone wakes up the next day,
Alive, yay!
alive, rested, refreshed, and
Awesome.
yeah, you guys I assume start going toward the foothills. Pack up.
Yes.
Mhm.
I guess.
Awesome.
I say, Caben, you're the most astute ranger among us, though Fawn, you've proven yourself pretty dexterous with your bow. Why don't
Lance.
you or the two of you start our trail? I think we're headed for
Looking for some-
south and slightly east of
Yeah.
my guess. At some point we may need to leave the horses behind too, but let's press on.
Cool. So you guys start heading out. And speaking of how dexterous Fawn is, you did fail your save when we last left off.
Shit, no. What does it mean?
God damn it!
Okay.
What does it mean? Oh my god.
Well,
And
you guys are traveling.
That was 4.
Yeah, my last note from last session is shitty fort save.
So you guys are traveling along. You encounter nothing for about half the day, and then approximately 24 hours after you guys fought the whatever they were, Colin, you actually start feeling rather unwell. As you're riding your horse, your joints feel kind of stiff, and you feel quite sick to your stomach. You take a -2 to your dexterity and a -1 to your constitution. I will note that on your character sheet.
When you get a minus, like a temporary -2 constitution, does that actually like lower your HP temporarily?
It absolutely does.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, and let's see here. Why can't I edit this? What the shit? That's really annoying.
Is this something that I can look at and perhaps attempt to...
Depends. Do you have a healing proficiency?
I have a healing proficiency.
You absolutely
No.
do, Caven.
I don't, but I have knowledge of various sorts. I'm a very learned man.
You are. Unfortunately not learned in
Healing.
this, in healing. So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to shut my browsers here. I will be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna get a beer.
All right.
Damn it, I
well,
really wanted to go on that cycle.
I want to get a glass for my beer
So,
because the bottle's
why
kind of.
don't you diagnose?
Oh, he's back.
He's right back.
Run, Jimmy, run!
Did he need to take a leak or
He's
what?
getting a beer.
Beer.
Okay, let's see if I can edit things now.
Actually, I'm gonna
What
run
the
over to the
shit?
kitchen really fast too.
Oh.
You guys.
Damn, I wanted to go on that side quest so much.
Too bad. Going to kill
That's
things.
2 that we've missed now. We're not missing the 3rd.
Okay, apparently it just logged me off of Mythweavers for whatever reason.
Oh, weird.
That happened to me a
Okay.
while ago.
And your con is 9, so
Woo!
your HP is temporarily at 36.
Woo.
Whoa. Squishy.
Fuck
Okay.
my life.
And that does update your ranged attacks, so
Great.
we'll have to keep that in mind.
I have all.
And your melee attack, since you have light weapon, whatever it's called.
Weapon finesse?
Yes, thank you. That thing with the stuff.
Yeah, I got that. That shit's great.
Did you
Too
see?
bad
Yeah.
about that.
It's great.
Oh, Dex fighters need it, so.
Did you save it, Travis? It's not showing up for me.
1 sec.
I'm assuming you put it into temp mod or whatever.
Yes. Should now be saved.
And now it shows up. Okay, cool.
Cool. So you start feeling significantly unwell. Do you say anything?
Yeah, I probably would. I'd probably tell the group that I'm not feeling too hot, and I don't know if we should continue going on, or at least maybe I shouldn't in this condition. I would assume I feel really sick and not
Not
well.
super bad, but your stomach's unsettled. Your joints just aren't responding as quick as they used to.
Okay, I would mention that I think something is wrong. I don't feel right.
What?
No, it's too late to
Do you
turn
think
back
it's something
now.
you ate? Yeah, we are in the middle of the wilderness. I wouldn't want to send you off alone, even if you can take care of yourself.
Yes.
I kind
off
of look
alone is
over
always
at
dangerous.
Dorian like, hun, I grew up in the woods. I don't think anything that I ate here would really bother me.
Well, what else could it be?
Could it be something that ate parts of you?
It could. It could.
Were you bitten?
That-
It could just be.
yeah,
good.
one
It
of,
just
those,
be a
one of
nasty
those
creature.
things the other day that one of them bit me, and I guess
So I call a stop. I call a stop to the group and say, let's dismount and rest a moment. And Nina, will you keep watch? And Caben, will you? I know you have some
Yeah, I'll take
some skill in healing.
do a health check on the
Take a-
bite
take a
mark
look at her.
or something, or
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to look over the area, see
does
see
it
what you
look
see.
gross?
Well, I don't know. Give me a heal check.
where is?
Kevin, please.
You stare at the dirt and can't figure
Oh, I only
anything
have a
out.
+3 to heal, so let's see what happens.
Better
You do
than
have a
mine,
rank in
nothing.
it, though, right?
Yeah, 15.
15. Yeah, so you see that the area around her ankle where she was bitten is actually kind of a little swollen, but has this really sort of nasty yellow and purple color to it.
Ugh.
How the fuck does all this bad shit
How,
happen?
Yeah.
how does it smell, Travis?
It smells like almonds.
Wait,
Oh
really?
no, really? Does it?
It smells like almonds?
Can I
so
do a
random.
heal- Can I do a heal check even though I don't
wait,
have a
I
rank?
feel like there's like
No,
a,
you cannot.
Is that
I
almost
actually
like
have
a
a
short
rank in it,
story
so-
with poison or something?
Wasn't what?
I'm sorry, I had somehow reason had a flashback back to a short story, and by like Ray Bradbury or something. It's something about poison smelling like almonds or some kind of.
I
nut.
was
No,
I
almonds
was
is-
going with the Austin Powers reference.
Oh, I missed that.
There's that, but actually it is the smell of gangrene. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh God!
some-
Why?
oh, wow.
I didn't want to know this. Almonds.
Durian doesn't know
so
this.
good. That's just awful.
Okay, so Caven's like, yeah, this something's up here. You got some infection or something.
Oh,
Hmm.
great.
I mean, they were eating like people, so something gross.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's great. I kind of look at it like, huh.
Can
Wonderful.
I disinfect, clean it or something, and wrap it?
Yeah, why don't you attempt to do a treat poison? You tend to single character who's been poisoned and who's going to, every time a poisoned character makes a throw against the poison, you can make a heal check. If your heal check exceeds the DC, the character receives a +4 on their throw. So why don't you attempt to clean and bind the wound and treat the poison as best you can? So why
Should
don't
I
you roll me a heal check?
Okay.
And if you succeed, Faunolin, you do succeed.
Oh,
Faunolin,
hey.
you'll get a +4 to your next save against this, and you're feeling a bit better.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't going to succeed anyway.
He already succeeded, so I wouldn't give you stacking bonuses.
I know.
Plus, you
I know,
can
I'm
identify
hoping
the way the poison worked, or the wound, or disease,
You guys are like,
whatever it
that's
is.
gross. That's gross.
I need more ranks in heal.
All right, I wrap it up. I'm like, there, Fawn. Maybe that'll clean it a little bit. Hope you feel better.
Thanks, Caben. I really appreciate it. It'd be nice if we had a healer. He could fix that up, but
Well, whose
Unfortunately
fault is
not.
that? And I shake my fist at the sky.
I say, it's okay, I'm sure we'll meet a nice person along the way. Question mark.
yeah, like the 3 elves from before, huh? Nice people along
Yeah.
the way. Yep, totally.
know,
I mean,
Going
those
to the
those
boonies.
that cleric
Yeah,
and
what
two
about-
paladins, they totally would have been useless.
You know, what have
Is that
been
what
a
they were?
cleric of...
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What have been a cleric?
Those
Just
3
saying.
priests of.
So
Lorelon.
Jimmy is happy to continue this. Durin gets impatient about this and is like, "Come on, guys, we have a mission to be on. Let's go."
All right,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's go.
let's
All
go.
right.
Let's go.
I kind of suck it up and get back on my horse and.
Cool. So you guys start riding off, and you reach and start ascending the foothills.
All right.
We'll see how far you get. Okay, cool. So you guys get, I don't know, a couple miles into the foothills before night falls. And you once again have to make camp.
Okay.
Okay.
Shocker.
Before the like the sun sets or whatever,
Yeah.
I want to like kind of look around and see if I can see like the more prominent tall rock spires that
It's
looking
actually
for?
pretty difficult to. Well, why don't you roll me a perception check? Let's see what you see.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My full perception this time. 26.
Nice.
Nice. It's difficult to tell since you're kind of at the lower part of the hills that you've climbed into, but looking off against the horizon, you do see a couple of taller areas. Nothing that stands out to you, but like I said, you don't have quite enough elevation right now to completely judge the extent of the hilly area that you're in.
Is there any reason other than to say, like, continue towards the higher elevations to do a geography check on my part now? Or Caven's part?
I would say probably not.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, geography
So
would
we-
be like if we know
I
the
chat
area.
about our path. Yeah, I chat about our path. Well, I mean, I would know perhaps of land formations and I don't know whatever else.
Yeah, you might be able to help identify things.
But I think it's not necessary right now. So,
Yeah.
do we gain HP? Do I gain HP? I'm down
you
1
guys.
HP.
Yeah, you guys were in combat yesterday, so let's see what the night holds first.
All right.
We camp
You guys
on top
set
of that
Question-
chimera.
Yeah,
Question
you
before
guys-
we actually do watches. Is there anything we can do to set up like a warning system with rope or
You like to
two
use the
rangers?
rope.
You
Do
tell
ask-
me.
do you ask this?
Tell me
That's
what
what I mean.
you...
I'm asking the two rangers like rope. Like, is there something we can do to
I mean,
set up warning?
I guess we could, but I mean, we're on watch.
Yeah, we have people on watch. There's really, I mean, what would be the point of setting up additional
And
safety
Hedwig's
measures?
here.
We've
The
got
horses
someone
are going to hear
looking.
something if we don't.
I was gonna say in case one of us doesn't hear it, but the thing does. Well, it trips the rope or something.
Oh, you mean like a trip line or something?
Yeah, a trip line or something that will set
I
noise if something
guess-
hits it.
Between us, the horses, and the owl, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm sure the owl would be spooked and the horses would be spooked.
But if you want,
that's
we
awesome.
can try to rig something.
Yeah, if you guys can.
Travis, are there like trees that we can tie a rope in between or something? Like kind of low, like just above ankle level or something? So if something trips and falls, we hear it falling.
Yeah,
and
it's
getting hit.
actually pretty sparse up here. There aren't a whole lot of trees, but you guys did make camp around some bushes and kind of a small rocky overhang that's providing some shelter from the wind, and you did scrounge up enough kind of, frozen bushes or whatever, break off enough branches to make a small fire. So, yeah, you could conceivably wind some rope around some rocks, some of the bushes, whatnot.
Okay, why not? Do it live.
Cool.
I guess we do that and like maybe attach some utensils.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that
not like
something-
carrying a bell or
Something would
anything.
kind of like clang together, I guess, a little bit.
There was some
Okay.
forks on it.
Yeah, you guys don't really have eating utensils because most of your rations it's like granola and
bars.
it's granola bars and
Yeah, I'm so
and
sick of
turkey
granola.
and finger food. You don't use a lot of knife and fork on the road. But I mean, you guys have some random crap in your bags, so
Right.
You've got some
Yeah, you
shiny
can-
medals that I
you
know
do
about
have
out
some
there.
medals.
We do.
No, your other character's medals were on her armor, which was on her body, which was taken.
No, I'm talking about them having medals.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I'm
My
not using that.
Onyx one was not on Amaranth's person, though. I
Nope,
said
that
I
was in her
Yeah,
bag.
it's in my person now.
I just
Okay,
wait, did we
it
get
doesn't
her
matter.
bag? Did we get her bag?
Yes.
Bag. Oh. So who has her medal?
Nina's got
Nina does.
all of her shit.
Nice.
Cool. So you
I
guys
when they ask for my medal, I just frown and shake my head.
I'm not using the medals. Period.
I nod approvingly, and then I say, I think that anything, a trip line or something up, it's a last ditch effort. Anything that gets us close that we haven't noticed anyway, we're not going to be. It'll be the difference between utter disaster and just getting completely surprised, if you will.
Agreed.
But I have no problem setting it up, or having you guys set it up.
Well,
Yeah, I think just setting up the rope will be enough.
All right. So before bed, as people are laying down, I take a look at Faunelin's leg, and say, or just like look at her in general and say, I can give you some healing. It's not going to help with my skills are not with poisons and infection, but
I think perhaps we should wait until tomorrow to see if things worsen, and perhaps then it would be much more useful to me.
perhaps. But at the same time, today I'll put it this way: my skills have a time limit, and if they're not used up in the day, they are just reused tomorrow. So it is no waste to try now and to do it again tomorrow.
Well, out of character, just saying I'm at full HP at 36 out of 36. So, just saying.
That's fine.
Like, but hey, if you wanna, use a spell on me, sure.
No, I mean, you can continue to insist, and I'll back
Yeah.
off. I'll just.
So, yeah, I truthfully, Dorian, I think I'll be fine for the night, but perhaps I may need that tomorrow, and I will certainly take you up on it then.
All right.
All
So
right. Cool.
I've got my crossbow in hand, not loaded, but I've got it at my side.
All right. Awesome. Faunolin, on your watch, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. What
Oh,
is
joy.
perception? Okay. Plus 12. Alright, that's not bad.
So
19.
Kevin has too.
Cool. You guys wake up the next day. I assume you continue on your travels?
You have plus 12 perception?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
She's a ranger.
Jeez.
That wisdom, yo.
Yeah, but
Ranger.
I have plus 12 with the goblins.
Yeah, her
Just-
wisdom is a
just
lot
because
higher
you-
than yours.
Sorry, friend.
It's a count
But-
of her age.
yeah. So okay, we wake up. That's good. Alright.
Cool. You guys
Maybe
wake
that.
up, spend an extra half hour winding in your rope, and head out. And excellent. You guys continue on again.
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
up.
to-
I'm consulting closely with Caben on the way, like pointing to land features. We're talking like landscape talk, and I'm like, well,
Okay.
I've only read about this, but I would think that if you went this way,
Yeah. So are you two leading the way then, with the ladies behind?
I'm a
I mean,
ranger, I
if
would
Caben's up
probably
front, I'm with Caben.
Front.
I guess me and Fawn will be up front.
Okay. So you're riding 3 abreast. Excellent. Nina's just in the back. Cool.
Someone's horse is now on
I
it.
get it.
Okay.
Three abreast.
All right. Excellent. So you guys continue on. You don't run into anything during the morning. Amareth is dead. Sorry. Faunolin.
Oh my god. I thought you were just saying Faunolin was dead. Holy shit.
Right,
No.
he's an error.
Faunolin, I need a fortitude save. Please roll with plus 4, as well as a -1 for your constitution going down. So let me just make sure that it reflects that.
Okay, so yeah, it does. It's
It
at
does.
-1 ability.
Yes,
It's
it
alright.
does.
So I
Excellent.
get plus 8 total. Yay!
Yeah.
And
Please, 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 please.
goodness.
Not quite good enough. You, ouch, take another 2 dex and 1 constitution.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh wow, this gives you.
I'm gonna wither away because of shitty fortitude saves.
Yeah.
It's physically possible, right?
Yes, I know. That's why I just said that. So another 2 negative dex and -2 con.
-1 con.
Oh, -1 con.
Yeah. Alright.
Jesus. I always get these things where I need to make fortitude saves, and despite having, like, just a... sad. I'm sad.
Does she At this point, does she look like she's getting visibly worse enough, or worse to, externally visibly worse?
I don't
I mean,
know.
she's at
How?
-4.
Yeah,
Like
she's at,
-4 dex. That's pretty substantial.
she is at -4 dex. However, she's still more dexterous than Nina. Almost
Yeah,
as
but I
dexterous
just saw
as
her
Durian.
in battle.
Yeah,
I just
and
saw
you
her in
haven't
battle.
seen her in battle since.
Okay.
I don't. How easy is it to see someone's moving less ably when they're on a horse?
I mean, I could just
mean,
say that my joints
I
hurt.
think
Yeah.
well, that's true, but also like it takes physical exertion to ride a horse. I mean, it's not a.
It's not,
It's
a
not
simple
like you're
thing to
just
do.
kicked
It's not
back.
a
or
walk
whatever.
in the park.
Yeah, no, it's not simple. And if she's like having increasingly like wincing as she's sort of like working the reins or whatever, then
Funnelin,
that's all it's asking.
you tell me what how you look.
I would probably seem a little bit more exhausted, and I would probably mention to the group that I don't think I'm getting any better. My joints hurt more. Everything feels a little bit more. It feels like I need to put more effort into things than I should have to, and I'm just not feeling myself.
Apparently,
So I
point to the bite.
yell out like, yeah, I yell out like shit and call a halt around midday. Just say, Caven, can you take a look? Is it getting worse or is she improving?
Let me take a look. Heal check. Travis?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Absolutely.
The last time we went hunting for someone, Allison's character got sick as well.
That was just healing people. Oh my god!
Caben, you re-examine the wound. It really doesn't look any worse to you. So you kind of try and clean it out. You don't really have a whole lot of good cleaning utensils.
I was
so-
just looking. I wasn't cleaning for that one.
Well, you don't get another
Healing.
roll to
Change
clean.
the bandage.
Oh. That's what I did last time.
Well, that's because you hadn't identified what it was. Yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you knew what it was. And you were looking to see if you could treat it, and you think it doesn't look any worse.
Caven, what do you
Alright.
think?
Well, it doesn't work worse or that really bad. I don't know. Maybe it's just. I think it's just still as it is. I don't know. I think it just
Nina,
needs to be cleaned and just.
Nina,
given
I
time.
saw you. I mean, Fawn, you have a pretty important quest, and I don't want you dragging your feet if you're
I don't want to either.
frightened of what we're going up against.
Frightened. You think I'm frightened?
Don't get me wrong. Your skills are clearly you're very skilled in combat. But
I was in the military, where I'm from. How about you?
Caven is the best. He's not a healer, but he is the best healing skill amongst us that I know of, and he says looks fine.
Where were you
Just
in the
because
military?
you can't
Unless
see
you
it,
want to
it
turn
doesn't
back, I
mean
say we
anything.
press on.
Where were you in the military, Fawn?
In the town I'm from, named.
Then
Letherin.
Dingley.
Like,
was like,
just
yeah,
the
what
local
is it
militia,
called?
or like the province military?
Local military.
Oh.
Not so much
What nation
it
is
deep?
Levdon?
Letherin.
Letherin from?
I don't know, Travis. That's up to Travis.
I've told you this several times.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh fuck. Well, let me consult my notes. I have lots of pages of random information.
Check
about...
Skype from
Oh Christ.
from last session where I reminded you. I don't remember either. I'm looking it up.
Gryffindor.
No, that's where Arn was from.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. It's true. Gryffindor and Slytherin.
Because there were a couple
Ravenna-
nicknames with it.
Ravenna, I can't say it.
Revenant.
Ravenok.
Ravenna.
Ravenok?
There we go.
Oh, in fact, we even knew this. You even mentioned this to all of us that you were from Revenant.
Did I? Oh well, shit. I knew
Yeah,
that.
when we first, I just
Let me write that down.
no,
now.
I just remembered. Can you spell Revenant since it's not up?
I just put it in
Roll
the.
20.
Thank you.
Revan.
A-N-K-H.
It's in roll 20 chat.
A-N-K-H. Okay.
All right.
On the roll block.
Nina, while
I'm not, like-
everyone else, hold up. Nina, while everyone else is kind of, looking over Fawn's wound and discussing it, you're a little more in the background, and you see a shadow pass over the ground.
Shit.
And you
I
kind
immediately look up.
you look up, and you see a creature flying quite high above you guys, circling.
I just say, hey guys, above us, and I sort of pull out my bow at this
Not
point.
now, Nina. Nina, not now. Not now.
Idiot!
This is important.
Above
Fawn-
us, something huge.
What is above? Caven looks up.
Caben,
I
you
look-
also
I look up too.
Durian and Caben, and I assume at this point also Faunolin,
Yeah.
you guys look up and you see something spiraling slowly downward, closer and closer.
To
Ah,
us.
Now,
To you.
so Nina was with us with the dragon. But
Oh
David
my
and
god,
I-
perfectly timed thunder. Did you guys not hear that?
No.
I did not hear
God
that.
No.
damn it.
Is it raining over
Play
there?
some on
I
the
just
podcast.
I say shit balls, and I immediately cast Cat's Grace on myself.
Okay.
Ready
Alright,
action.
But before we
We're not-
like get into shit, can we take a
We're
quick?
not at battle yet. I'm.
Well, we might be
Oh
though.
yeah, that's good.
Can we take a quick break, like 5
I
minutes,
think it would be a great time. for
before we
that.
get attacked by something,
Awesome.
which it sounds like it's gonna happen.
Sure, let's do that. Thanks for watching,
Your
guys. We're
break
gonna take a
and
quick
things.
break before we
Real
dive into
quick.
this battle. Yeah, just a few minutes. Stick
Looks like it's
around,
gonna be a
and
battle.
we'll see what happens. We'll see if
Since
Travis
we're,
wants to
like,
kill us
about to be
all.
attacked.
So.
Travis
It's
is gonna-
spiraling lower. That's good enough for me.
Everyone
Alright.
assume it's gonna be a battle.
All right. Yeah, we'll see you guys soon.